need to accomplish something throughout the narrative. Now, although characters need all sorts of things, their specific motivation is whatever they wish to gain by the story's finish. Now, I don't care if we're talking books, movies, short stories, even video games. All characters need motive to drive the story forward. Now, every good story has strong characters and strong conflict. If your characters are weak or the conflict is minute, then nobody's going to care what happens in your story. Yes?
What if there is no conflict?
Then there is no story. Conflict is the lifeblood of a good narrative. Your main character needs a goal, a dream, a desire, and then you need to place as many obstacles in the way as you can. As your hero overcomes those obstacles to achieve his objective, you now create compelling interest.
All I'm saying is statutory rape should not be based on a girl's age.
What should it be based on?
Her breast size.
Her breast size?
Yeah. You can't tell me that there hasn't been a student in one of your classes where you thought, Christ, not a jury in the world would convict me if I tapped that.
Would you respect me any less, Tom, if I told you I haven't?
Yeah, right. You're not a gym teacher. Spend 20 minutes with one of them on the volleyball court, bouncing around and sweating, then come talk to me. I mean, you gotta realize, girls develop a lot faster these days than they did back when those laws were made. I mean, even the name, statutory rape, it's wrong. They threw rape in there to make the crime sound more vile than it is. I mean, rape implies dragging into the bushes, kicking and screaming. But if you're sipping on sparkling cider in a hot tub, the girl that's 16 that looks like she's 25, that's not rape, statutory or otherwise. And it shouldn't be called that either.
What should they call it?
I don't know. Inner-age loving.
Inner-age loving.
Yeah. Okay, hear me out. Say a guy gets popped for having sex with one of his students. The penalty for statutory rape is 7 years.
Is that what it really is?
I don't know, I'm just guessing. But say the penalty is 7 years, right? But change the name of the crime to inner-age loving. And knock 2 years off for each cup size the girl is.
If the girl's underdeveloped and actually looks like a child, give him the full sentence. But if she's a B cup, knock 2 years off. If she's a C cup, knock 4 years off, and so on.
What if she's a pair of double Ds?
Community service.
Guys, this is Louise Sutton. She just moved here from Elmira, New York. Miss Sutton will be teaching 7th grade social studies. This is Vincent Marsden. He teaches English and creative writing.
I think my daughter will be in one of your classes.
I'm Tom Butler, gym teacher.
Brad Naismith, math.
Principal Murphy, the new math books just arrived. They need you to sign for them.
I was just showing Miss Sutton around.
They can't wait.
I'd be happy to show Miss Sutton around.
I'd appreciate that. I was just about to show her the track in the courtyard area.
Just give me a minute and I'll change.
So how long you been a teacher here?
Oh, God. Going on 7 years.
How do you like it?
Love it. I've always gotten along with the kids, and, well, it works out really well for me. So, is your husband a teacher also?
I don't have a husband. It's just me and my daughter, Raven.
Raven, huh? That's an unusual name.
I named her after the character Mystique from X-Men. I'm not a big fan of the movie, but I really like the name.
Lucky for her, you didn't go with Wolverine.
Hey, kids! Tom Butler. We met briefly in the gym?
Yes, I believe we did. Louise Sutton.
Hey, any relation to Frank Sutton? He played Sergeant Carter on Gomer Pyle. Now there was an underrated actor.
Didn't you get enough exercise on the basketball court?
Come on, there's a couple of words that should never be used in the same sentence. Like enough and exercise, organized in religion, Adam Sandler an actor. Some things are just not meant to be said together.
How about good and bye?
Oh, yeah. I'm interrupting something?
Well, as a matter of fact, we were just...
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're giving her a tour of the place. Yeah, well, anyway, I'll let you two get on with it. Nice to meet you.
Talk about tourist interruptus.
That's okay. I really should be going anyway.
So soon? We haven't even finished the tour.
By the time I get the bus and get home, it'll be almost 6. My daughter gets really nervous if I'm home too late.
Don't you have a car?
The minute we made it into L.A., it died.
Whereabouts do you live?
Over in the Reseda area.
You know what? That's on the way to my place. Why don't you let me drive you home?
Oh, I couldn't impose.
No imposition at all. You know, I have to go that way anyway. The least I could do is drop you off. I like what you've done with the place. Earth tones.
You should have seen it before I hired the decorator.
Could I use your restroom before I go? I've had about 5 cups of coffee today.
Of course. Over that way, down the hall, second door on the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Jesus.
Apology accepted.
Jesus.
Can you hand me that plunger?
Well, I better be on my way.
Oh, hold on a minute. Let me introduce you to my daughter. Raven?
That's okay. You know, I can meet her tomorrow
Just take a
with
second.
class.
Good.
Okay.
Honey, this is your new English teacher, Mr. Marsden.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to see you too. Mom, the toilet in my bathroom's clogged up again.
Again?
Yeah, I tried to use the plunger, but it didn't help.
I can tell you I'm going to love this place. The pipes rattle, the toilet's back up, and I've already found roaches.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. It's uncanny the little things one finds in this place. I can't do this.
Of course you can.
Look, okay, if Ellen is X years old, in 13 years she'll be 24, right? So X plus 13 equals 24. So you just subtract 13 from 24, and what do you get?
11?
Right. 11 plus 13 equals 24. So X is 11. Give me another one.
12 is 16 less than 4 times y.
Okay, so 12 equals 4 times y minus 16. So we start by adding 16 to 12, and what do you get?
28?
And what times 4 is 28?
7?
Right, so in this case, y equals 7. Do you get it?
I think so.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Josie.
Just I was fixing my hair.
Fixing your hair, huh? I didn't know my daughter had broken hair. Thank you, Josette. I really appreciate you always coming by to help Sharon out.
No, it's no problem.
So, is your hair fixed now?
Yes.
I don't know. It still looks broken from here. So how was school today?
It was okay. We're learning algebra.
Are you learning it okay?
I think I have it figured out. X almost always equals 11, and y almost always equals 7. I'd say you just can't take algebra too seriously.
Okay, can anyone tell me what we were discussing yesterday? Yes, David.
We were talking about the importance of motivation.
That's right. How do you strengthen motivation? Yes, Janice.
Obstacles put in its path?
Well, that's part of it. The main character needs to have a strong desire. He needs to really want something. It could be as simple as wanting to find true love, as complex as wanting to rob a bank. It could even be as lame as Pee Wee Herman wanting to find his bike. It doesn't matter how simple or even stupid the desire is. If it's important to the main character, it'll be important to the audience. Raven, did you get lost?
No?
Everyone, we have a new student. This is Raven Sutton. So, you didn't get lost. Why were you late?
I just was. You want to send me to the principal's office?
No, we'll let it slide this time, but try to be on time in the future, okay? As I was talking about before, desires are very, very important. If you emphasize the importance to the character, the audience will get it.
I'm sorry. I'll talk to her about her attitude.
I wouldn't be too hard on her. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with being in a new environment.
Still no excuse for her being rude. It's times like this I miss my husband. He's a much better disciplinarian than I am.
So where is your husband these days? If you don't mind my asking.
I don't mind your asking. He's dead.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It was years ago. Cancer. I've had to raise Raven alone. I guess I just don't discipline her like I should.
Well, when she gets used to the new surroundings, makes a few new friends, I'm sure she'll be fine.
Oh, that reminds me. In about 2 weeks, I'm going to have a little housewarming party for her.
Housewarming party for Raven?
Okay, it's for both of us. But, you know, I thought it'd be a good chance for her to make some friends, and I could get to know more of the staff.
Good idea.
I'd love it if you and Sharon could come.
No, we'd be delighted.
Great. Wow, that was a fast lunch break. I'll see you later.
Hey, are you busy later?
Busy?